everybody, how's it going? My name is Ryan Budden, and I'm running for the position of Executive President for next year. So just to give you a brief history of who I am and my involvement of SGA, I was the freshman class president last year, and I'm currently the sophomore class president. So this has really forced me to learn the intricacies of SGA. So now about me. I was born in Australia. I moved to Hong Kong, Singapore, Shanghai, Korea, and then came to the United States for high school. So this has really given me it's forced me to be in a position where I have to interact with a wide variety of people. And that's given me the skills to tackle what I believe is SGA's biggest problem, and that is communicating with the student body. Now, the main area I see that in is really getting people that aren't involved in SGA to really envisage what they want to see as far as change on Elon's campus, and then bring it to a forum such as SGA where that change can actually happen. So this is where the executive president comes in, and why I believe it's such a powerful position. They have the ability to point people to positions on SGA, and I really feel that I could get a plethora of different mindsets on SGA which would facilitate its usefulness throughout the year. So, if I was appointed, there's a couple of things, of course, that I want to work on. Food is important to everybody. I love food personally, so why wouldn't we make more healthy options at all the dining halls? The dining halls open for breakfast so that people can get a good start to their day, and really just expand upon what is considered all access. Next is the biobus. There's a percentage of Elon's population that honestly relies on the biobus as their main form of transportation around campus. So why wouldn't it be open until the last class ends every day? And what about those people getting to campus on the weekends to facilitate brunch and things like that? So the last thing I want to talk about is something I want to continue from this year. In SGA, we really spoke a lot about co-sponsoring events. And as we all, I'm sure, look towards job opportunities and internships, not everything is about what you know. Who you know becomes extremely important. And all it takes is one look around Elon to realize that there are successful people all around us. So why wouldn't you get to know as many of them as physically possible? So, whether you're somebody that spends all of their time in the business school, a soon-to-be teacher, maybe even here at Elon. Somebody that loves singing, you might even be in one of our various singing groups. A member of one of our amazing Greek organizations. A fellow international student. Or anything you do here at Elon. I'd really appreciate you voting for me, Ryan Budden, in the upcoming election.
Good evening. I wanted to first thank you all for coming out to hear all the candidates speak and discuss the important issues facing our student body. I also wanted to offer a special thanks to our student media for covering tonight's program. My name is Darian Flowers, and I'm running to be your next SGA Executive President. My campaign is founded in 3 core principles: experience, transparency, and relevancy. I believe that I'm the most experienced candidate for Executive President. I have served on SGA every semester that I have been at Elon. In my first year, I was the only freshman selected by the Executive Council to serve on the Constitution and Bylaws Revision Committee. The following year, I was asked to chair that same committee, and during my tenure as chair, SGA saw one of the largest overhauls and modernizations to the Constitution in Elon history. We were able to create additional lines of secession that previously had not been existent on the Executive Council. I also led the efforts that required senators to remain on campus while serving on SGA. And finally, I was the principal author of the SGA Judicial Manual. The Judicial Manual created a specific level of expectations for senators during their terms in office and guidelines for the sanctions they will receive when they do not meet the necessary expectations. This manual created also a specific level of responsibility that senators must adhere to and allowed for students to hold their elected representatives accountable. Additionally, I've held other leadership positions on SGA, including Speaker Pro Tempore of the Senate and Academic Council Liaison. All of these positions gave me the opportunity to learn how this organization operates from every angle, and this deep knowledge will allow me to serve you better as I pursue an agenda focused on the interests and needs of Elon students. Secondly, I would like to further open SGA's door to the general student body by increasing its transparency. No organization can operate if it is shrouded in mystery and is not easily understood. The single greatest challenge to the ability of SGA to communicate effectively is the inefficiency of our website. That is why I'd like to begin a conversation between SGA and members of the university communication staff on how we can revamp our website to make it more student-friendly and act as a resource for how SGA can conduct your business. On the website, I would like to work in further conjunction with the student media to have a live stream into SGA meetings so that students may see what is being discussed wherever they are, whether they be on campus or throughout the world. Additionally, I would ask the executive secretary to post the minutes of each Senate meeting online in PDF format so that whenever necessary, any student can easily look up and find out what was discussed or how their specific senator voted on a particular issue. Also, I would plan to increase the number of video updates that the SGA executive president sent out to the student body. Ever so often, I would record a short message and send it via email, Facebook, and Twitter to the entire student body, letting them know about recent happenings in SGA or campus events like the elections or the homecoming concert. I think it is important that you hear from me as your SGA executive president more than just once a year at election time. This increased transparency allows for SGA to be proactive and make sure that all of our constituents have the easiest opportunity to stay up to date on what SGA is doing for them. Lastly, I want to ensure SGA's relevancy with all Elon students. As we well know, Elon students are notoriously over-involved and over-committed. That is why SGA needs to make sure that it is pursuing action that is relevant and meaningful to the entirety of the Elon community. As executive president, I plan to set aside time in my weekly schedule so that students can have face-to-face interaction with me to discuss any topic they see fit and see how SGA or I can personally assist them. Also, I plan to work with the administration to try and expand the free newspaper program that the School of Communications already offers, so that students can have daily access to the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, USA Today, and the News and Record all over campus free of charge. I also wanted to start the discussion again between Aramark and the university administration about getting an eating option in the academic village. Since presently, the closest option for students on that side of campus is the Mosley Center or the Colonnade Dining Hall. Finally, I plan to be the biggest advocate for Elon students on campus. I want to promote your interests to the senior staff and make sure that every idea, big or small, is heard and receives thoughtful consideration. Please allow me to put my experience to work for you and create and lead initiatives that are relevant to today's Elon student. Pick flowers, and I promise that everything I do as your executive president will be done in an open and inclusive manner. Thank you for your time and attention, and I respectfully ask for your vote on February 21st and 22nd.
Greetings. My name's Alicia Johnson, and I am running for your executive president. Power, a 5-letter word with infinite possibilities but an equal amount of responsibility. It is not to be taken lightly, and it is meant to better the lives of those who possess it. It is all too often that people forget where the true power lies. In my 10 years as Organization Council Liaison, I have had the opportunity to learn where true power resides. It is within you, the voters. You all, as members of the Elon community, have the power to make a difference that you want to see on this campus. It is the purpose of this executive board to ensure that your voice is being heard. I am simply asking for your support to hear and convey what you have to say as a student body of this institution. Give me the opportunity to serve you. As president, I will do my best to make sure that the student voice is the loudest voice on this campus, as well as with the administration. I have seen in my position what it means to be an active member in the Elon community. I have seen the struggles of balancing our professional development with our collegiate bucket list that we all plan to succeed in. And too many times, I have seen the faces of those who feel like they don't have a say in what happens in their lives here. We are a community of intelligent, determined, and ambitious people. We are capable of doing whatever it takes and whatever we feel necessary to succeed once we leave here. I want the opportunity to make the Elon environment more conducive to not only our professional development, but to our livelihood as students as well. I want to initiate a strong SGA involvement with our Young Alumni Network and our new state-of-the-art Career Center to install a smoother transition for our upperclassmen from the role of a collegiate into the professional development. I believe this partnership could also help our younger students begin their plans for after college so that the road to their future is a little more easily traveled. I will work to initiate a President's Corner for all of my constituents. This platform will hopefully exist on campus and in the virtual atmosphere. I do not want to contact my constituents to be limited to a weekly or monthly meeting. That can conflict with your own personal schedules. Having served on SGA, especially ORG Council, while still maintaining leadership in all other organizations that I'm with, I've learned to respect the time of others. It is for that reason that I wish to create a constant stream of feedback for you to all voice your concerns, suggestions, and feelings at your earliest convenience. I wish this initiative to work as a two-way line of open communication with my constituents to understand what is it that you want to have happen on this campus while consistently updating you on what we're doing for you. I also want to support the beginning of activities that allow students to enjoy their time here at Elon. Just as it is important to begin developing our future skills, it is equally important to realize that we have to live our time here to the fullest. We are a dynamic campus that has much to offer its students, yet we get so wrapped up in our busy schedules that we forget to remember we only have 4 years here as an undergrad. And for some of us, these 4 years we spend as an undergrad will be the last time we're in a place with this much freedom and security. I want to make sure that we are not taking what we have here for granted. I hope to survey the students to see what type of school-wide activities and events you would like to see, and then gather the different organizations together as hosts of these events through co-sponsorship. I would also like to offer recognition and reward to those organizations who have worked so hard during the year to better our campus. The recognition will go to those who create innovative programs and produce productive programs for our students to get involved with school-wide. It takes a lot to be a productive member of multiple organizations while still being a great student and keeping our sanity. I want every person on this campus, no matter their year, to know that they are appreciated here at Elon. Because let's be honest, we are Elon. Elon, it's the students, the faculty, the staff alike that make up this awe-inspiring community. Let us all know that we are a privileged group of people to be here in this time. I ask you now to realize the power that each of you has here and put it to a good use. Vote for me, Alicia Johnson, as your executive president. A vote for me is a vote for your voice on SGA. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ben Walden, and I'm running for executive president. Being a good president is all about leadership. John Buchan once said, "The task of leadership is not to put greatness into people, but to elicit it, for the greatness is there already." This quote means a lot to me because, to me, the executive president is only as good as the students that surround him. I say this now because the real power of student government here at Elon University is in the Senate. The role of the president is to work with and guide the Senate and make sure they are representing the students of Elon as fairly and as proactively as possible. You don't need an executive president who is just filling the position and going through the motions. You need someone who has goals and is willing to work hard to achieve them. If I'm elected, I will work with the leaders across campus to help improve the quality of our campus life and the quality of our Elon experience. We have leaders all over this campus, and they're not found just within the confines of student government. The Elon website boasts that we have over 150 student organizations across campus. I will work with the leaders of these organizations and the members of student government to improve the connection between SGA and campus organizations. I will host bi-monthly forums where students can raise their issues, concerns, and ideas and have direct access to the people that represent them. We should and must increase and improve direct access between students and student government. We should and must increase the transparency of student government. The current execs have done a good job getting the ball rolling on this, but the fact remains that most students that I talk to can't name a single thing that SGA has done in the past 2 years. If I'm elected, that's going to change. As executive president, I will utilize Phoenix 14 and the Pendulum to increase video updates. These short videos can be uploaded to YouTube and student media sites to inform the student body about current issues. In addition to this, I plan to institute an open door policy for my office and the entire executive council. I want Elon students to be able to walk in the SGA office to talk about their concerns and the things that I want done across campus. This is your school. This is your government. And this is our time. We have 4 years at this school. 4 years to soak up everything that Elon University has to offer. And I think that individual students, not just members of SGA or the faculty, should have a say over what happens at this school. I have a record of service at Elon. Just this year alone, I served as both an Elon 101 TA and a member of the Student Faculty Academic Committee. I've served as a senator on student government and a committee head, and I'm also very involved with Greek life. I have leadership experience in and outside of student government. Just this past spring, I graduated from the National Outdoor Leadership School, where I gained invaluable training that I will bring to the job. In 2010, I served as the Deputy Finance Director for an incumbent U.S. Congressman from my home state of Georgia. I know what it takes to be a good leader, and I plan to work tirelessly to ensure that you have a voice in what happens at Elon in matters big and small. Thank you.